Dictation will start after 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Chairman, sir, it is a proud privilege for me to welcome you here. As the Honorable Prime Minister said, you started your political career in 1952. I think that I was still in the school. I do not remember the class when you started your political career. As the Honorable Prime Minister said, in spite of all the constraints, you got yourself involved in active politics. I can understand that it must have been very difficult for you to get yourself actively involved in that. You worked in Rajya Sabha also. After all, Rajya Sabha is the representative body of states. During your membership in Rajya Sabha, you contributed greatly with your experience of working. Today, we see lack of job opportunities in the villages and people migrate to cities. Most of the metropolitan cities have been filled with migration of people from villages. We are proud of you for the initiatives taken by you. A lot of people talk about empowerment of minorities. I would not say that a lot has not been done for minorities, but you were the first chief minister in the country to create a state Waqf board. Apart from that, you also promoted Urdu, which is my mother tongue, but I am speaking in English now. You promoted not only Urdu language but Arabic and Persian languages also. As far as the family planning is concerned, you were the first person to start the implementation of the norm of two children in the panchayat elections. I wish that we could continue the same at the national level also. If this would have been implemented successfully, then the Prime Minister would have less problem with overpopulation of the country. Sir, the most important thing is that it is also the concern of everybody nowadays, that is, your concern for women and children. Your work for the empowerment of the girl child is commendable. I am sure that while addressing the United Nations Assembly, our Prime Minister must have mentioned in his speech that we should invest in our children because investment in children is investment in our future. Sir, I know that you are a proactive chairman. The Prime Minister has just now mentioned that he has been associated with you since more than half century. I cannot say the same about myself. I did not have even the association of 6 months with you, but with whatever little association I have had, I can say that you are a proactive chairman. In this House, many bills will be passed, many discussions will be held, and many important policy decisions will be announced by the government. As far as the upliftment of women and children is concerned, we have a lot of hope in you. In our ethos, we talk about various goddesses. We think about them only when we are offering prayers to them. But when they come in the form of women, we either put them on the funeral pyre of their husbands or beat them or rape them. We could witness it from what happened in the capital city of Delhi, where we all live. In broad daylight, an incident happened. When the incidents are happening, how could we say that empowerment of women is there? I would like you to take action on these issues. We are not asking for even half of the empowerment. This is a partnership between public life and personal life. Mr. Prime Minister, you are there and leaders of the various political parties are there. I would say that while you are in the power, we have a hope. Some of the people will be with me in saying that if you really believe in empowerment of women, you must do something for them. First, give us empowerment because it is a high point of democracy. Sir, I discussed this matter in your chamber that as to when we are bringing the women empowerment bill. But instead of women empowerment, what we get is beating and rape in the streets. I have a lot of hopes in you because on this matter you did call a meeting and took the action. With these activeness, you are not going to be just a person ringing the bell and letting people speak, but you would give a direction to the debate in this house, a proper debate in this house. In this way, these important debates can solve some of the problems facing our country. Politics has become an instrument of being merely a ticket to power. We have to go back to its original role. Gandhiji defined the politics. He gave the definition of politics that it is an instrument of purposeful social change. It is a fact that the democratic polity is facing many stresses and strains. It is also a fact that despite all these stresses and strains, our democratic polity is gaining strength. We belong to different political parties. On certain issues, our views are similar. On certain issues, we have different perceptions and approaches. In the society also, there are different sections of the people and different classes. On certain matters, their interests are similar, and on certain issues, their interests are not similar or confronting. Certainly, all these differences and diversities are reflected in the House. Through the democratic process, we try to evolve consensus on certain issues. It may not be possible to evolve consensus on certain other issues. Where we cannot evolve a consensus, we try to debate or we try to discuss. Sir, you are the facilitator of these democratic processes in this house. You are our guide. You have very vast experience in the democratic process. You have been a political leader. You, you have very rich experience of Rajya Sabha and above all, you have a very lovable and pleasing personality. We are looking forward to you for your leadership and guidance, which will be very beneficial for us. We extend you our generous support in upholding the democratic tradition of this House. Thank you.